fans, Mike DePilla and Mike McGuire here for the Daily News, and don't let the shirt fool you, we're talking about the White Sox. All right, diving right in, big money going to Javier Vazquez. Wade, do you agree with the big dollar contract?
You ever wash that shirt, by the way, Mike? We see it every Wednesday.
Yeah, I just hang it up. It kind of stands up in my bedroom when I'm not wearing it. It does the job, you know.
Yeah, I'm kind of okay with the Javier Vazquez contract. I'm glad they gave the money to somebody, first of all, because it disproves this notion of Ken Williams and Jerry Reinsdorf being the tightwads. They're not paying any cash to any of their pitchers.
How do you think Mark Burley would feel about that statement?
Not too bad. They went to Burley right after the deal was signed, and they said, look, here's the deal with Javier. You know, we want to talk deal with you two before opening day. So I think there's actually a better chance now that Burley gets signed too.
Well, the Vazquez deal, it just seems like a lot of money for a guy who's been under 500 for 2 years in a row. Even a guy last year, he had great run support. He couldn't figure out how to get over 500.
Well, he had great run support for the first half of the year when he was pitching mediocre.
His ERA was still flirting with 5. It was 4.80, whatever.
Yeah, but in September, he had a very good ERA and he got no run support. In fact, he didn't win any of his last 6 decisions that he should have won because he had no run support. And I've always been a Vazquez fan. Back when he was on the Expos, I was hoping the Sox would trade for him.
It seemed like the sky was the limit when he was in Montreal.
And he went to New York for 1 year, and he had a great half of the season, and then he fell off. And then when you change organizations every year, Montreal to New York to Arizona to Chicago, you need some kind of stability. And I think I'm glad the Sox have kind of shown him some support, some stability. I think he's going to have a really good season. I see at least 15, 16 wins.
It seems like an overpay. I mean, it doesn't necessarily seem like a Jason Marquis, but it seems like
it's not a Marquis or a Lilly.
Extra,
and they kind of have to justify trading away Chris Young, their stud prospect, to get him. So Vazquez better turn out well for him.
Speaking of prospects, my good man, the 5th starter.
Yeah.
Interesting situation for the White Sox right now. It's not a lot of innings in spring training yet, so it's hard to say. But who do you want to see take over that 5th starter spot?
Well, who do I want to see? I want to see Charlie Hager get it.
I love knuckleball.
I do.
I'm with you on that.
He's a new Tim Wakefield, and he's young for a knuckleballer.
Oh, yeah.
Most of these guys, over the hill guys, decide, fuck it, I'm going to start throwing knuckleball.
Well, after watching the Cubs-Sox game on Sunday, you can see why he learned the knuckleball early, because that heat's pretty much cracking 80 miles an hour. So.
And knuckleball, the problem is it doesn't break too well in Arizona, so it's hard for him to prove himself to get the spot.
Sure, you get some heavy, humid Chicago air, it's going to be a lot different.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
I think he could really succeed in the role. And the reason that I want him to win, him or Heath Phillips, is that I think the younger guys need 1 more year season.
Sure, so Gavin Floyd and John Danks,
well,
you don't want to see those.
Floyd,
he's had the most experience out of any of them.
But I think Danks and Gio Gonzalez, those are the guys that are going to be big-time starters. I don't want to rush them. You know, I don't want them to turn out to be like Kip Wells and a gazillion other Sox starters.
Goes on
they can rush up to the majors, and we see with Corey Patterson, that kind of situation. Give them their time, 1 more year in the minors, and then that's where Charlie Hager can be a starter for 1 year. And he'll be a good long man too if he doesn't make the rotation.
Sure, absolutely. Definitely going to eat some innings. He's going to have a rubber arm with that knuckleball.
Yeah. No question.
Well, I'm sure we'll be reevaluating all this stuff before opening day, but for now, I'm Mike. This is Mike. We're talking Sox. See you soon.